Naturalism is the idea that everything that happens is a product of the physical universe. It's a foundational belief of atheism. It's also impossible. How do I know this? Hang on 4 seconds. Sometimes the best way to see a thing as false is to try to force it to be true, and then see if the results make sense. Under naturalism, there would be no supernatural realms such as heaven, no God, and no non physical events. It's the proposition that everything is physics. But if all events were forced by the irresistible coercion of physics, then many of the things we take for granted and experience every day would be impossible. In that case, reality would be very different from what we all know it to be. There are lots of these phenomena, as listed in my prior video on why no one behaves as if atheism is actually true. But the list can be boiled down to 7 foundational types, what I call the big 7 categories of human experience. Here they are. 1. Free will. The universe can't make a choice. If all events are forced by the events that came before, then your ability to make a choice is merely an illusion. 2. Significance, meaning, and purpose. The universe can't make a difference. If there's no life after death, then you can't make any difference at all, because the universe is one day going to end in total heat death with no survivors. 3. Morality. The universe judges nothing. Without God, there are no such things as right and wrong. 4. Valuations and goals. The universe values nothing. If everything were physics, then any value you place on anything at all would be a mistake. 5. Knowledge and rational thought. The universe knows nothing. Without valid valuations to differentiate between outcomes, there would be no possibility of choosing the better option. This would make rational thought impossible. 6. Consciousness. The universe is aware of nothing. There is no way to make physical material, energy, forces, or any other part of physics wake up and know itself. 7. You. The universe has no soul. If you have no eternal soul, then it can't possibly matter what happens to you, because there is no you. All of these would be impossible if atheism were true, because the physical universe can't produce them by itself. If they're the result of physics, then they're not what we believe them to be. They're just universal mistakes that we all happen to believe. The big 7 are valid only because they are supernatural phenomena, and you can produce them only because you are a supernatural being currently immersed in a physical environment. I'll go into more detail on each of the big 7 in future videos, but for now, know this. You are important. You are more than an automatic and soon-to-be-forgotten clot of temporarily animated stardust. Remember this because it's true, and it's true only because atheism is false. Thanks for watching. This channel is called The Hole in the Sky, and it's primarily aimed at exploring why atheism can't possibly be true. Do me a favor and consider sharing this channel with any homeschooling parents you know. I'd really appreciate it. See you next time.